gone. Welcome back to another Koi Diary. Although I'm smiling, I'm not happy inside. Everything I've filmed for the past week and a bit, because I was a little bit ahead of the game. Unfortunately, as the issue I had last week, no audio on any clip. Now I've been researching extensively via the Gopro forums about trying to get it back, and if it's not recorded, you ain't getting it back. So I've got over an hour's worth of stuff recorded. Obviously it needs to be edited down, but a ton of stuff unusable. So I'm cobbling something together because I'm sticking to me. I like to get something out every Saturday. So yeah, not happy, but it is what it is. Maybe there was a bit too much for a week's worth there anyway, but you know, I did do a few things that were of interest, so I might do a specific individual video on these things. Anyway, raging is an understatement. Raging. But here we are with no video clips and only not long to go before Saturday. You know, hey ho, that's where we're at. So talk about a couple of things. Talk about the skimmer, which I talked about earlier, muted earlier. So let's go and have a look. Testing, testing, 1 2. Is there audio? Testing, testing. Bloody better be. So the rubber boot game, apparently 6 inches will fit around the bottom of here. At present, as you can see, my overflow just goes down this pipe. Well, the idea was it went down this hose into a soakaway that I dug over in the corner there. I just dug a big hole, filled it with some rubble and stuff, but I don't get enough flow in the pipe. It just overflows on to here. It runs down the wall, it runs down the pipe, everything's horrible anyway. So yeah, as we discussed, I want to put a sieve from here. I want to go from the skimmer to a sieve, which will all be here, and then some other kind of filter, and then the heater, just so there's some more bio for the pond. That's where I want to run the heater line through the skimmer. So what I've done at the minute, I've got myself a bung, which is what this is in here. So basically then what I can do is, I haven't got to drop the pond water to then chop the bottom of the skimmer off. So I've bunged it up there. I'm going to cut the bottom of the skimmer here, put me ginormous rubber boot on the bottom, which is 4 inch that side. Should probably have gone 3 inch actually, because I think the siev's 3 inch. I'll have to convert it down. Again, rubber boot, not really what I want to use. After, we'll talk about that in a minute, after what happened over in the filter bay. And then I can put a ball valve on the end of that, switch it, close the ball valve, and then take the bung out, and then it's ready to go for the filter to be attached. I'm still going to run me overflow waste from the back of the skimmer, but I might block, well, I'm going to block these off, probably drill a bigger hole, or maybe not block it off, but drill a bigger hole where that is, and actually pipe it to the house drain, which isn't a million miles away. My dog, it's actually over there, so I just need to run some pipe along here and then to there, so I'm not actually just pouring water down the wall of the pond. I'm surprised I've not had any issues with this actually, especially with the way things go for me. So I'm going to pipe that in correctly, and then there's no immediate rush to get the filter and stuff sorted. So I haven't actually set myself a date yet to get the heater. Well, I've got the spondoolies ready for that. I don't want to get it just yet and for it to be sitting here not doing anything with it, so I'm just going to order that when everything else is in place. So that's the plan there. Not really sure. Obviously I'm going to have a few issues here. The skimmer's tight against the wall, this side, and obviously I'm going to have to try and get the rubber boot on there somehow, but might mean just chiseling a bit or drilling a bit of the wall off or dremeling a bit of it off, something like that. I don't know. I'm sure it won't be too much of a major deal because I don't need a lot of space to push the boot up. So if I cut the bottom of the skimmer there, push the boot up to that here, so it's only, we're only talking about that little bit of wall there, because at present all this does goes along there, sits under here. Just about see my boot. Maybe not. There is all there is a, there we go, look, I've just got a 2-inch 50mm whatever it is ball valve just off, and there's the sieve waiting to be used, which I've had for years. I've done nothing with. That's just sitting there. So that's the plan with that. I want to try and get that sorted soonish really, but I need probably at least a whole weekend to do it, because nothing's ever easy, as we all know, and especially when I'm involved. And just so I'm not rushing, so I don't want to say to myself, I'll do it tonight when I get in from work. I'll be rushing, I'll end up stabbing something, breaking something, hurting myself, needing a tool that I haven't got. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until I've got enough time. I'm talking about the skimmer. It's not really skimming actually, the water. I do run quite a high water line now, but I don't really get a lot of stuff on the pond. There's always a bit of foam over there, summery kind of months. I think the fish have had a bit of a go at spawning actually. So there's always a little bit of foam on there. There's a bit more in the morning as well, but the rest of the top of the pond's fine. Obviously it will take some of the stuff that's on the surface of the pond, but as it is so high, it's not going to be drawing a huge amount in, and I'm not going to be using a massive pump over here anyway. So that's the plan there. As I say, I want to do it sooner rather than later, but time constraints and all of that, a bit busy with work, as I keep saying. I know there's a lot of people out there that think I don't work. You know you are, but I do, and I'm working hard at the minute. Harder than I've ever worked. So yeah, that's what we're going to do there, but I don't know when. Soon. So if I start ordering a few bits and bobs here and there, one, it's a bit easier on your pocket, and two, once the bits turning up, I'm just thinking I'll have to book myself some time to get it sorted rather than just leaving it. Cool, that's that. Catch you later. So this fish here, a chunky chub, we call her Chubs, definitely female, is actually part of a 4 for £100 Tiddler selection that I got from Quinnicoy a few years back now. I've got the original video of that actually, which I'll overlay at some point now. So yeah, that fish, 4 for £100. I bought 4 with the intention of keeping 1 and selling the rest. I can't believe how lucky I've been with it. I mean, look at it. It's not a £25 fish now, that's for sure. It's not the most perfect chag in the world, a few little blemishes on it here and there, but if someone offered you that and said take it off me out for 25 quid, it'd be a deffo, yeah. And it's an absolute tank. Not a hugely fast growing fish, but it has got body on it. So sometimes you get lucky, and I'm definitely lucky with that fish. It's called Chubs because it's got chubby cheeks, which you can sort of see. Anyway, didn't mean to do that. I meant to come over here to look in there. So I switched my rubber boots round. Although there's a slight crack there on that one as well. I mean, I haven't got a clue as to why. And obviously that one there I need to bloody remember to order that. Now I'll check the rest. The grey ones, I think I got them from Screwfix as a last resort. They're fine, it's just the odd few black ones that I've got have a crack on it. So I swapped this one that was there originally for this one, which is there now, obviously. It's actually the 4-inch boot that was on the waste chute. Obviously it's not constantly full of water on it, just is to direct the water to the drain pipe, so that doesn't matter even if that splits, because it splits at the top anyway. But it wasn't good. It's not the end of the world, because it didn't actually split on me, but to see them splitting like that, it's not a good thing. I had a few messages from people. Someone on one of the videos actually had put that they got it from a certain koi supplier, and they've had them on their pond for 10 plus years and they're still perfect. So I'm going to order a couple of them anyway. I think I might get a spare one in just in case. So I'll order one to probably change that one, and then we'll have a couple spare anyway. Anyway, but it's just I can't believe it's done it, and I don't know why it's done it. They're covered up, so really odd. But it's all done now. There's no risk of anything splitting at the minute. No immediate rush, other than looking a little bit dodgy on that one there. But if I remember rightly, actually I pushed the pipe right up against the drum, so there's not actually a lot of the boot that's not got pipe on it. So again, very strange. Yeah, that's another job in here actually. I still haven't tidied it up. It's an absolute bomb site. I've actually got K1 and cables and bits of ribbon and sticking stuff down there. There's a spider there, look. The pump hasn't even got home, that's just sitting on the ball valve handle. It's a bit of a joke in there really. But another project to sort is getting rid of the K1 vortex. I've actually got a huge tub to go in there, so I can chuck a load more K1 in it. But it's a little bit more tricky to get it in, so I think I'm going to have to fill. I had to dig down a bit to get the vortex in, it's sat slightly too high, so I'm probably going to need to refill that to get, and then put the tub in there, so I can get the levels right before I fill it in. So yeah, so I've got them changed. I'm happy with the ones that I've got in there at the moment, but that may change. I mean, I'm trying to think how long they've been there. 3 years, 2.5 years, which isn't a mega amount of time, is it? For them to degrade and nearly be caught out, would have been not happy, coming down to a foot of water lost and everything under flooded in here. This is what happened before, and it blew me drum cleaning pump, and that was 200 quid I had to spend to get that fixed. Anyway, joys. So actually, all in all, I'm in a happy place at the minute with my koi pond and my fish. Well, not necessarily my pond, I've got a few jobs to do, but my fish, which were a major issue for however long, how many months, actually now everybody's looking alright. I do need to get the small kahaku out that had the saw peck, just to double check, because it's been nearly 2 weeks now, so I wouldn't mind, just for my own peace of mind, just to see if it has healed up, because you can't see it from here, and what it looks like after what bit of a harshish treatment which I gave it, but other than that, there's no lumps on them, there's no bumps anymore, there's no flashing, there's no redness. So I'd like to say that amazingly somehow I've got through it all. Still got koi pond, and I'm actually now enjoying it. Get a few things done that I need to get done, and you know, next year, hopefully then, start enjoying it a bit more. But yeah, the main goal of this year is to get my heaters installed so I have a smoother winter and then a smooth spring, and then I can start looking at getting a few extra fish, maybe moving a couple on, and just getting my fish where I want them after the pond and all the other little odds and sods are sorted. But at this moment in time, smile on my face, even though my frigging GoPro doesn't like me. Testing, is there sound? Because I don't know until I look at the clip afterwards. Anyway, so that's it for this week. Sorry it was a bit rushed and a bit all chucked together last minute, but as I say, if anyone can lip read, you're more than welcome to all the clips, because as I say, I've got a ton of them and maybe they could type them up. No, only joking, but I've got a ton of clips that I just couldn't use. But there we go, that's just the way it works sometimes, isn't it? I need to double check after I've recorded something that I've got some audio. Anyway, I'm going to give it up now because I'm still raging about it. Raging. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching this week. Remember to like and subscribe. My subscription count is going in the right direction. I'm more than happy with it. It's good there's a lot more people watching the videos and commenting and stuff, so thanks for that. Yeah, and that's it for this week. Again, I've said that about 5 times. Catch you all next week, hopefully with a bit more of a planned diary vlog, and then just a higgledy-piggledy chuck together last minute thing. But there we go, it's just the way it works sometimes. Anyway, catch you all next week, thanks for watching, see you later, bye.